Hello children, welcome back again to the Vijnana Vidhi program session. Hope you all are fine. And this COVID time, let's pray Almighty to bless everybody. Hope you are enjoying at home, your works, your assignments, your online classes, you might be busy with them. Anyhow, let's pray for each other and stay safe and stay at home. Okay. So, we are again back to the third session of this best investment by A.J. Cronin. Before that, I would like to show you the quotes of again Thomas Alva Edison. He has really inspired us all, a great contribution he has given to the world. So, he has said that I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. So, he just teaches us that we should have a peace of mind, a calmness, steadiness, so that we will come to success. So, I think that this anecdote by A.J. Cronin too gives us this view, this idea. So, he says that we should have a mentality of listening to others, a steadiness in our life, always have a positive view, all those things. So, children, this same values are being imparted to us through A.J. Cronin in this chapter, the best investment. We should have steadiness, calmness, and a mind to listen to others, always have a positive view. So, I am just going to the part which we have to read that thing, that is we will be having the part 12 to 17 paragraphs. A.J. Cronin, the doctor, has reached this part, we will see next what is going to happen. So, there the situation is very crucial, he is lying like a dead person on the bed. So, we will see what is happening, whether he is coming back to life, whether he has changed everything. He might be, otherwise we will not have such a John who will be uplifting the youth. So, we will see. Although apparently lifeless, there remained the barest chance that the youth was not quite beyond recall. So, there is some expectations, there is some we can just bring him back to life. So, that is what said there, with the surgeon's help. So, only the doctor cannot do anything, he wants somebody's support. So, the surgeon is supporting him. I began the work of resuscitation. Resuscitation means giving mouth to mouth breathing. So, it will help that person to come back to life. So, they are giving it there for an entire hour. We labored without success, they were doing all sorts of efforts to make him come back to life, but nothing is working there. So, there is no success despite our most strenuous exertions. They are working hard. Strenuous means every effort they are taking and they are working, but everything appeared useless. Then as we are about to give up, so they thought nothing will work out, so we will just keep back. So, they just giving up their efforts completely. So, only then something happened, there is a miraculous event is happening there. So, as we were about to give up, completely exhausted, they are totally tired, there broke from a patient a shallow convulsive gasp. So, some sort of breathing is coming from the part of the patient. So, they have some expectations, they are believing that something wonderful will happen there. Half an hour of redoubled efforts, again they started working, and we had the youth sitting up. Suddenly, to their surprise, they saw that that fellow which was lying dead is now sitting. So, they were very happy, gazing at us, he is having a fixed look at us. Dazedly, so what tired, he is totally tired because of that poisonous gas, everything, he is totally tired. So, his eyes are somewhat dim. So, he is looking at us, but he could not. Slowly he seemed to be realizing the horror of his situation. Only now he is realizing what a foolish thing I had done, what a terrible, horrible thing I have done here. So, as he regained his strength, so now he is coming up and he is regaining his strength, he told us a story. Anyhow, he thought of confessing everything, just saying it to others, revealing what happened, why did he do this, everything he is revealing at this moment. His parents were dead, he is an orphan, he does not have parents, and only his uncle is taking care of him. So, his uncle, what he did is, had found him a position as clerk in the London solicitor's office. So, that fellow he was very much interested in this young youth. So, he took him to this city place and engaged him in a job in the London solicitor's office. So, he had been in the city for only for 6 months. During the 6 months, some things are happening in the paragraph, that is, he did not have friends, and because of that itself he was totally desperate. So, he began to move along with bad companions. So, that led to gambling and bad companions he had, and all sorts of unwanted things he started doing. So, everything he started gambling, he is playing with money which he does not have. Apart from his earnings, he is just investing in that gambling. So, he was just borrowing money from bookmakers. So, it has reached to unlimited status. So, he could not do anything. The only thing he found the solution is to end up. So, he is saying that in an effort to recoup, he had taken some money from the office. So, he is working, he said that he is working in some London solicitor's office. From there, actually we say he stole some money from there, that is a proper thing. So, and he thought he is good at gambling, good at playing this play. So, he thought anyhow I will win this last game, so I can replace the money there. So, with full expectations he is present over there for playing the final gambling. To his surprise, but this last resort had failed. So, this last attempt also has gone. He is now totally desperate. Now, the thought that came to his mind is, if I have already stolen the money, I could not replace it. So, only thing is I should surrender to the police, and what they will do? They will prosecute me in the court, cases, all things, and finally I will be punished. So, he was afraid of that. So, what he did is, he terrified of the prosecution that must follow, sick at heart, sunk in despair, he had shut himself in the room and turned on the gas. So, only solution he found is, I should finish up my life. So, a long part of this thing he is revealing to them. So, everybody was surprised, everybody was worried to hear this. So, everybody kept mum, nobody could say anything. So, a bar of silence throbbed in the little attic when he concluded his halting confession. Everything he is revealing, saying out as such to others. Then gruffly the sergeant asked how much he had stolen. So, the sergeant, he asked this fellow Mr. John, how much you have stolen. He said 7 pounds and 10 shillings, very little amount, small amount it is. So, as soon as the sergeant heard he had stolen only so much little money, and for that he is losing his life, this really the sergeant felt pitiful to him. So, he said, for this paltry sum, for this little amount, are you going to finish up your life? He asked. So, there was a pause, he could not say anything. So, the thing now they could do is, 3 of them are there as witness. One is a landlady, the sergeant and the doctor. So, these 3 persons are witness here for this incident. So, these 3 can do something. So, they decided to help this fellow come to a fresh life. So, the sergeant from his part, sergeant of police, actually if they find some case like this, they have to file an FIR. So, sergeant, if they do not, they will lose their job, that is file a case. So, if the police does not do that, the police will lose his life, lose his job. But the sergeant thought, if I lose also no problem, let me save this fellow. So, he thought, I will not take any case based on this. So, you will be free, I will not file a case in the court, nothing I will do. So, you can be free with that. And the landlady, another one pitiable, not pitiable, she is showing mercy to this person, and she said that, okay, till you get a proper job. Past is past, let it go. Till you get a proper job, you can stay here free. That is, for 1 month at least I will be giving you free boarding. So, need not worry about the money you should pay for me. So, that also he was much satisfied. Next is the doctor's chance. He said that police has said not to file a case. Landlady said you can stay here free. What am I to do? So, he thought, let me give him the money which he had stolen. So, the doctor said, I will give you 7 pounds and 10 shillings which you had stolen from the office. So, you can replace it. So, you will be not prosecuted or you will not be guilty, you will not be punished. So, he gave the money. So, and the 3 persons wholeheartedly they supported him, which gave him a new life. Now, the author, that is A.J. Cronin, is realizing that at that time I had done a that is what a least help I have done. That is a very small help I have done. But now he is thinking that as he is travelling in the ship, he is reminding of the past everything, and he is thinking, see, that day I had just supported him with this little amount, but that little amount is the best investment. Though he is a wealthy man, we people have enough money to spend leisurely, lavishly, everything, but we invest many money in the bank, a large bulk amount in the bank as a savings, but we think that it is a great investment we had. We have great investment for our future, but here doctor thinks that this good act, this act of saving a person is the best investment in his life which he had done. So, other than money or any other wealthy things cannot give a investment like this one. So, this is the best investment that he had made in his life. Although he is a doctor, he might have saved many lives, but this is a different situation in saving a person's life. So, now he is recalling his past and thinking, oh, what a investment, the best investment I have made in my life. No other investments I have never made, I cannot make. So, this is the best investment I had made in my life by uplifting this youth from frustrations, disappointment, anxiety and so on. Children, that is, we too found that when we went through this whole anecdote, we could see that really this is the best investment, is it? Even though we have enough money, we spend enough money for other things, we own many things for ourselves, we have a bulk amount in the bank as our investment, all those things does not do any, not any, if you are really good in heart we can utilize it for good things, but it does not help us for any other things which we can be proud of. But this incident, he has been uplifted, this person who is uplifting other youths. So, that a small incident has been paved a way for others to come to the this good way. So, here let me ask you some questions regarding this, that is your textual questions it is. I think you can answer these questions because a very interesting anecdote it is and really inspiring anecdote, and that incident makes us feel that we should do something for others. So, I think that, and the words are a bit clear. Some only gasp, I have just said in between the meanings of it: resuscitation, giving breath to others. Gasp is sudden breath, taking breathe, and only such gruffly means in a casual way he asked, rough manner he not rough, in a casual way he asked, in a friendly manner he asked how much you have taken, and paltry is a small amount. Only such things we could find in this part as hard words. So, all those things we understood, I suppose. So, we can just answer the questions here. This things is here it is as I was awakened by a loud banging on the door. Who was banging on the door? So, we said that somebody was banging on the door and he suddenly got up at midnight. The before sessions we heard that. Can you say who is that person who was banging on the door at that early morning time? That is, yes, it is the police sergeant of police. And as soon as they reached the spot, especially the doctor was smelling some bad that is illuminating gas smell. What smell did Cronin get when he mounted the staircase while he was climbing the staircase up? What smell did he get? That is fuel, burning fuel smell he got it. It is poisonous too, that was spread, that has filled the nature surroundings over there. So, that was the smell he got it. And next one, where did they find the body of a young man? Yes, where did they find it? It is in a small attic of the lodge. Lodge is a place where people are staying. There he found this thing. And what did the doctor do to save the life of the young man? He was half dead, we can say. The youth was half dead. So, to bring him back to life, what did the doctor do? This is what he gave: mouth to mouth breathing, resuscitation. It is work of resuscitation. Help the, with the help of the surgeon, help the young man come back to life. Okay. Then we see that why did he decide to commit suicide? Actually, this young man has committed suicide. Why did he decide to commit suicide? So, we know the reason is he has taken some money from the office safe and he thought that he will be winning the final attempt of gambling. That also did not happen. And he was more than that, he was terrified because of the prosecution that is going to come ahead. That is the main thing that gave him the thought of doing a suicide. So, that prosecution thought, winning in the gambling and the stealing of the money from the office safe. These things led him to the suicide. But children, you know that will these things, will this things which he ending suicide attempt will give a solution to his problems? No, nothing solution will get. So, we should face the problems, not turning back and running seeing a problem. We should face it. So, God has given us the gift to face it, the strength to solve it, all those things. So, we should do that. So, when did the trio decide to do in the young man's, what did the trio decide to do in the young man's case? Trio is all the three persons. What did they decide? So, from the police part he decided not to file a case. From the landlady's part, she gave him a free boarding for 1 month at least, and from the doctor's part he gave the money. So, that is the thing, that is the answer for that. And one more question I am asking you is, Dr. A.J. Cronin says he had made the least contribution, others have done a great thing, that is he had been, otherwise he will be guilty in front of others, he will be by that eyes he will see, others will see that he is a thief. So, from that he had, police had saved, and he will feel that where should I stay in such a situation, nobody will give me a place for staying. So, that landlady saved him from that. So, from Dr. A.J. Cronin's part, what he had done? He says that he has done a least contribution, that is only 7 pounds and 10 shillings, a very small amount it is. Still he thinks it was the best investment he ever made, but now he is realizing that even though I had contributed only the least amount, it is the biggest contribution I have done in my life. Why? It is the monetary value of the amount, it is not the monetary value of the amount he gave to the young man. Actually, by value of the money is less value. If you see the value of the money, it is less, comparatively it is less, but later it proved to be the best investment. But at that moment he felt that it is only least contribution, but now he feels that because I saved that youth, only because of that he is able to save other youths. So, it is the best investment. So, this doctor has paved the way for the young man to the charity work. So, that is the thing, that is the answer for that. And I have explained the glossaries before, and one picture I can show you. You could see a picture here, that is gambling. Actually this fellow was doing gambling. Different kinds of gamblings are there. One is horse gambling, one is card gambling, and all such gamblings are there. Here he was having horse gambling. So these are the different gamblings one could play. And here some more questions I can ask you. What did the doctor do to save the life of the young man? It is already answered. So I am just skipping off. As before I have said, same answers it is. So you will get the answers if you look into your textbook. So for your activity sake, for your assignment sake, in your textbook page number 81, below a table is given, that is the answer of the 15th question. Answer is, question is, 3 persons, the sergeant, the landlady and the narrator. Narrator is nothing but the doctor, helped the young man. So they have given you a, for your easiness they have given you a table. So you have to table it out in the things they have done. So 3 topics are given. Persons who helped Mr. John, that is hot pad the John is they helped. How they helped and what all risk they faced. By helping a person one has to take many risks. So what are the risks? The 3 persons have taken, and in what method they have helped him, and who are the persons that helped him. That are the 3, that is we know that 3 persons are sergeant, landlady and the doctor. So what is the, how did the sergeant help us? He did not file a case. So he was free from prosecution. So if he does not file a case, what is the risk the sergeant of police will get us? He will lose his job. Then what about the landlady is, she is running a lodge. So many persons will be staying there. So she earns money through that. So that itself this landlady has given a free boarding. So she will not get money, month rent she will not get that month. So that is a great loss for her. Regarding based on this money they will be planning many things. So that planning will not happen if you do not have money. So she is taking that risk. Regarding the narrator, what is the thing he has done is he has only given 7 pounds and 10 shillings. So what is the risk in that? So that 7 pounds and 10 shillings he can use for some other purpose, but he is not doing that. He is just lending it to this young man. That is the risk taken by this author. So we children, when we go through the, I will just say that you should read the whole lesson once more. So you will be getting inspired once more. So we will have a thought of value. We should develop a value in our life too. Without value our the life is meaningless. So children, we should have a value in our life. So for you I will just give, I will show you a clip which should spread fragrance in your life. Anyhow, let us plant a seed. We know that what is the function of a seed. The seed is as we plant in the ground, with the support of the ground, with the sunlight, with the things, minerals, manures which is present in the ground is absorbed by the seed, and it does not keep it inside. It just sprouts out, grows to a big tree, and from that the fruits are being enjoyed by we human beings, animals, birds and so on. And even the tree can purify the surroundings, nature. So we should be like so. Whatever things we have just should not be kept inside us, just use it for others, so that we will have some value in our life. Also we can promote some positive motiveness to others too. Okay children, let us practice it. Each and every thing which we learn gives some lesson to us and to others. So let us practice it. Let us have a best investment in our life like A.J. Cronin. So which will be ever fresh in our minds. Okay children, let us practice it together. Okay fine children, the session comes to an end here. If you have any doubts, you can watch the Goodness TV YouTube channel and clear your doubts and put your comments in the comment box. Thank you.